Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Let us pray.
Good morning. This morning, blessed Lord, we look to you from whence cometh our help. Our help comes from the name of the Lord. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, the righteous runs into it and safe. This morning, Lord, we want to extol our voice unto you and say, Great are you, Lord, and greater to be praised. God, we thank you because you inhabited the praises of your people. This morning, we are so grateful to be alive so we can, come before your throne with a penitent heart, Lord. This year, broken and a contrite heart, you would not despise, Lord. Even as we come this morning, though our sins be as scarlet, they should be as wool. Though we red as crimson, they shall be white as snow, Lord. This morning we ask for your cleansing. We're asking for your pardon. We're asking for your forgiveness. God, so many times, Lord, we feel you in thought, word, and deed. We feel you by willful obedience, disobedience, not doing what we should do, and we fail to do what we know is good to be done, Lord. So this morning we all fall short. We all miss the mark, Lord. There is none righteous, no, not one, Lord. So even as we come this morning, we want to confess our sins and our shortcomings and our failure to you, because you're the one who said if we confess our sins to you, you are faithful, you're just to forgive us and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness. We need a cleansing this morning. Clean our heart, Lord, from all the things in it that we know that we are harboring there, the bitterness, the hatred, the envy, the strife, the malice, the pride, oh God. This morning take a trip in our hearts, even as we come to you as a people, as a nation. May we, bring all our human imperfection to you, knowing that, God, you are the only one that is perfect, Lord. And God, you said, why should we behold a speck in somebody's eyes and there's a big mole in ours and we cannot see? Sometimes we tend to see the faults of others and don't see our own shortcomings. So, Lord, even as we come this morning, help us to acknowledge our failure, our weaknesses, our inadequacy, Lord. And we know that you're the only one that can help us this morning. So help us that you'd remove that spirit of pride and arrogancy and all these things that sometimes cause us to be puffed up and think we are so high and mighty, Lord. But we are nothing in your eyes. Help us to consider what is our life. It's like a vapor. It's like a flower that so comes up so glorious and bright in the morning. Before the heat passes over it, it's withered and die, Lord. Help us, Lord, to recognize apart from you, Lord, we are nothing and we cannot do anything apart from you. So, Lord, today, I just want to thank you for your goodness. Thank you for your mercy. Thank you for your favors. Thank you for your loving kindness that you extend to us day after day, Lord. And sometimes I say, Lord, we don't deserve it, but because you are so good, you are so kind, you are so faithful, you are so just, you are so loving, you are so merciful, you continue to pour into us, Lord, these broken vessels, these these vessels that we don't even, God, sometimes deserve to even lift our head to you, Lord, and to say, Lord, have mercy. But we ask you for your mercy today, Lord. Father, thank you for this day. This is a day that you have made. Help us, despite all the things that may surround us. Help us, as the psalmist said, I choose to rejoice and be glad in you, Lord, today. No matter what may come our way, help us to choose to rejoice and be glad in you. Lord, today I bring our nation to you. I bring us as a people before you, Lord, a people in need of you. God, you are sovereign. You reign in the kingdom of men. You alone are worthy to be praised. And Lord, today we pray for everyone, every authority figure in our country today, Lord. Today, God, we pray that the peace of God will be upon them. You would lead them. You would direct them. You would help them to make the right decision. Whatever they choose to do today, Lord, may they be directed by your Spirit. May your Spirit come in a special way. Those who are discouraged at this time, strengthen their hands. Those who are weak, increase strength today, Lord. You say you give it power to the faint, and those who have no might, you increase strength. And sometimes they might be there and they need that sense of encouragement. They need that sense of strength today and encouragement to know that they could make it, whatever challenges they might face today in their workplace, in whatever place of authority you have placed them, in the secular, in the spiritual. God, we continue to ask you to strengthen them. They are men. They will make mistakes. They're not perfect. But God, today we just want to not just look at their weaknesses and pull them down, but we want to pray that you would envelope them. You would carry them through these difficult parts. Maybe some of them have to make hard and tough decisions that might not be popular with others, but God, help them to be able to make it in fairness, in justice, in equality for all. And oh God, where is in their power to do good, help them to do good, not to withhold good from others when it is in their power to do it. Sometimes we could become so difficult, so I don't know what to describe it, Lord, but help them that they'll make the right choices that will be to the benefit of the greater good. And Lord, today we pray for those who are vying for leadership in our country today, Lord. I pray that you strengthen them. I pray that you would envelop them, you would strengthen them, that they would deal with the issues that are critical to the development of our country, and they would avoid slinging at each other, maligning each other, Lord. I pray for your grace over their life today, that they will be men and women who are honorable, and God, you would uplift them, you would put up who you want, and you put down who you want, who you do not want. And God, we pray that your people will be sensitive to make the right choices. You would help them to look at all the situation that are surrounding and make the best choice at the end, God. You're going to lead. You're going to direct. Pray that your spirit, even as we continue to go through the other couple of weeks before the election, Lord, we pray that the process will be free and fair and good, Lord, peaceful. That's what I'm asking for, peace. We pray that there'll be love, there'll be camaraderie, there'll be brotherhood, because at the end of the day, Lord, we all have to exist on this in this island. We all have to continue in our life and build this beautiful nation. So we ask that you, Lord, bless our nation. With our students today, even as they're doing their exams, the CXC and other different exams, Lord, give them success. Give them wisdom, Lord, that they remember the things that they would have learned so that they be able to rightly apply their knowledge, that they be able to be successful. Give us all a blessed and productive day today. Guide Mr. Donald in his deliberation. All our media houses and other that disseminate information to our beautiful country, Lord. May they do it to the best of their ability. And at the end of the day, we say, Lord, you be glorified. You be praised. In Jesus' lovely name I pray. Thanksgiving. Amen and amen.
Amen. Good morning. And how are you doing this beautiful looking Tuesday morning? Well, that's beautiful based on where I'm sitting.
Yes, I'll say bless.
You're blessed. Well, I'm happy to hear that.
Yes.
Terry!
Some outside. And
Yep.
you?
Me? I'm good.
Okay.
Good. Yeah.
I'm glad to know.
Yeah. I'm happy to know that too.
Okay. So you have a beautiful day to enjoy and make the best of it. So I bless everyone will have a blessed and productive day.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye bye.
Okay, bye.
Good morning. As my nephew would say, my nephew always thought that he could be a broadcaster too. Ever since I started this thing, my biggest nephew, my eldest nephew, may not be the biggest, but he's my eldest nephew. So he'd do like this. Good morning, Vietnam. I'm like, yo, what's up with you? He says that'll be him on his morning show. Anyway, let's kind of like leave that alone. Oh, yeah, it's hot. Oh boy. You want to see me? Oh yes, I guess you. Let me see if I can get that camera to see me. I have to first do that. Yeah, let the camera see me, and then through the camera, you would be able to see moi. All right, so this is moi? Yes. Right. Yes, microphone to the left. Andre to the right. Good. It's hot. You okay. Okay, there, that's me. But it's hot. It's really hot. Air condition. 1 minute. 1 second. Be right back. Back. That's air condition up there. You want to see it? Okay, how do I do this? Let me show you air condition. Okay, let me see. Oh, you see? No, that's a television. The air condition. Oh, you see it on the wall there? Right. I just switch it on. Right. So, that's a television there. Oh, you didn't know we had TV? Right, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. We do have a television. What do we use it for? What do people use television for? Entertainment. Don't you think that broadcasters need to be entertained? Haha, you didn't know. All right. Jenday, morning. How you doing? Nobody answered me. Anyway. Morning, Nimrod, Oliver. Oh, where is he? He's probably somewhere. Usually he sends out a blast every morning, so you know that he's good. Yeah. There's so many people that I really would love to say good morning to, and I don't really get the chance. So, in any event. So, what's cool? Carl? I don't know. Oh, the door is opening. I can tell you. You see, you asked about him and he appeared. If you look in my camera, you see him. You see him right there now. No, you don't see him. That's his hand right there. Yeah. He's Carl. Carl the kitten guy. Oh. Get up in the morning, slaving for bread, sir, so that every mouth must be fed. Oh, me Israelite. You know that song?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you know that song?
Yeah, man.
Who sang that?
I don't know who's singing, but I listen to that song a lot.
Desmond Decker.
Yeah.
You see, I feel you're... See, Calypso, your body.
Nah, not really.
Yeah, Calypso.
And he had a lot of songs I might know, but the singer, I might know.
Get
So
up
how are you?
in the morning, slaving for bread, sir,
Andre Donald.
so that every mouth must be fed. Oh, the people looking at you on the television now. They're looking at you. They're seeing your smile, and your head is all shaven. You didn't do your head and your face at the same time.
Yeah.
Or the facial hair.
It grows back faster.
That's what I realized.
Yeah.
I need to go to the barber though. I need to get groomed. That's what they say. And then they say when you brush the horses, you're grooming the horses. Man and animal, same thing. I don't understand. Anyway. So, what's your big thing? Nothing? All day? On Political Wednesday, I'm hoping to have. You see, I can. There's something I want to do, and I have to do so. And the idea only came last night. So I'm gonna have to have you help me put this together.
Okay.
I want to get in contact with as many politicians as possible.
Okay.
As many politicians as possible. I would need their numbers today.
Okay.
Because tomorrow is nomination day,
Yeah.
right? So getting their numbers today, then I can link them at some particular point in time during the course of the day or the morning and have from them a feel of how nomination day went for them.
Great.
And I'm speaking as many politicians as possible throughout. I already have 2
Who?
that have given me the commitment. The gentleman who is running for good morning. Morning, Joan, how you doing? Joan, I need to get in contact with you. You can't be doing that. Stop it. Yeah. The gentleman who is running for the Grenada United Labour Party in the constituency of St. Patrick West.
That's who?
Augustine David.
Augustine David?
Yes. I spoke to him yesterday. I have his number, so I should be linking him via that.
What is his accepted alias?
Shadow.
That the man give me the breaking cricketing.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
He liked you that much?
No, actually, the St. Patrick's, they say they had a training session to pick the team. But actually, them days now, Saturday wasn't a day for me to go on my own frolic.
Yeah, you had to frolic with the Jesus.
And then the training was on Saturday. But he got a wind of me. So he tell me, come Friday, man, come Friday, and let me see you in action. And then I went in Friday, and when he look at me, he say, you're on the squad. Yeah, so he give me my break, and then I move on.
You know you play the fool, eh? I didn't have to be talking to you here. I should have had to be begging to talk to you.
You mean
you were a formidable force in relation to fast bowling in Grenada and in the windward sun extent. And you just faded away.
A lot of guys who knew of me then, when they see me now, they'll say, boy,
you played the
what
fool.
happened to you?
Yeah, you played the fool.
For everything, there's a reason.
What's your high score? Batting, of course.
Eh?
High score.
Yeah.
Batting.
Well, in different level of cricket, I perform different, you know. My main thing is to bowl fast, but
Highest score.
you're talking about hard ball cricket or tape ball or wind ball.
No. In matches, high score, hardball cricket.
I made a 54 one time, but I didn't sub bat early.
Who you made a 54 against? Do you remember?
I think one of the schools on the west, if he's cheap or so on.
For Grenada, what's your high score?
Boy, about 13, I feel.
I played for Wanderers one time when they you laughing. You see, they're not nice.
No, because you told me you play for Wanderers already.
Yeah, I played for them one time when they
I
didn't
play for
have.
Wanderers already too.
They didn't have enough.
Yeah.
And my top score was 18. And of course, that was a high score in a match. All people like Amigo and so on, they failed terribly.
And then after I stopped playing cricket for a long while, there was this Sunday I went up in Montrose. That time I used to still play cricket, Montrose in St. Andrews. And they didn't have enough guys. So I said, well, I will just make up the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And then, well, the game was going along and the bowlers didn't doing well. And then I said, well, I won't do worse than them main bowlers. And then the skipper, because I agitate him, man, I say, I won't do worse than that man and them. And then I still end up picking up 6 for 13 in my twilight, you know, because
6 for?
13.
That was your best figures ever?
No. Because I realized, you see, you have to walk batsman out. You have to know what batsman like. Or what they like least. You have some men that could play cross bat stroke, so they rather short deliveries. So them men and them, you bring it right up.
Okay.
Yeah. But the gentleman that give me my break, because had it not for been his intervention, I would not go that far in the sport.
You wouldn't have gone that far?
Nah.
Okay. So you credit your success and whatever else you credit that to Augustine David.
Yeah, and then the thing about the candidate, the GLP candidate for St. Mark's, is one David Francis Fudge. So, went into the organization in November of 92. Somewhere January of 93, Fudge came, because Fudge used to be a police before. Mm-hmm. But he had some situation where he was out of the force. And they brought him back. That time he was in training school, and I learned a lot of policing from Fudge. Because Fudge was there before. So a lot of my inkling into policing, I learned a lot from Fudge, because I took a liking to him. So
okay.
we became real close. As a matter of fact, sometimes when I come up on a weekend, we used to split the weekend. He spent part of it by me and I spent part by him. So we going down the same time. He used to get some guy with some vehicle named Sassy or something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he saw that vehicle.
Did he ever do a roar-up, so yeah?
Nah.
You never did? With Fresh Jacks?
Nah.
You need to ask him about that one. Anyway, let's go to drumsticks. Good morning, drums.
Hello, good morning.
Okay.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. Salawat, good morning.
Morning.
I read from the Word of God, John chapter 1, verses 32. And John bare record, saying, I saw the Spirit descending from heaven like a dove, and it abode upon him. And I knew him not, but he that sent me to baptize with water, and sent me to baptize with water, the same see the Spirit descended and remain on him. The same is the same is he which baptized with the Holy Ghost. And I saw, and I bear record that this is the Son of God. Again, the next day, after John stood and 2 of his disciples and looked upon Jesus as he walked, he said, behold the Lamb of God. This is the end of the scripture reading.
Thank you, my dear, and do have yourself a lovely, lovely, lovely day.
Yeah, same to you.
All right. The girls all right?
Yeah, everybody all right?
Okay. Tamika, all right? How far Tamika living from you? Just there. She didn't hear. Okay, she gone. Get up in the morning, slaving for bread, sir, so that every mouth must be fed.
So you gotta go to Waterwise next.
Today is only Tuesday, bro. Waterwise is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Andre Donald. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's here one too. Our wheeler is not one two.
All right.
Lucas it.
What happened to Lucas? Did you like it?
No, I realize Lucas it have a set of posters up.
Yeah.
With a particular color. And knowing the period we in, I find Lucas it get 0. Or is Lucas it trying to jackass the thing? Because why I asked that a friend of mine, an older person, apparently they was traveling, so they asked me if the National Democratic Congress changes symbol to the bottle. I said no. When last I never hear that. He said, well, how she see plenty things up with a red bottle and a yellow thing? So I said, well, for what it was, let me check it out and I find Lucasade. I don't know why is Lucasade end game in that, but Lucasade ought to know the time we going through here now. I don't know. I don't understand Lucasade. I find Lucasade get L on that tree. Because it get 0. To choose this kind of time with this kind of thing to go on that, I don't know. You don't observe that?
I'm going to start, but no, hold on. It's 23 after. Let me get the weather, and then I'll start. I'll give you a response to that.
Okay.
All right. So let's get the weather. This is Real FM Radio. Stay with us.
More things could happen all of a sudden before you realize it's only a disguise. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful with what you do and how you're doing it. If you do, when you're doing it, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, careful.
In whatever you do, you must be careful. Andre Charles, remember that always, brother. You have to be careful whatever you do. Even when you're giving us the weather, you got to be careful. Good morning, Dre.
Good morning to you. Good morning to listeners of Real FM. And here's weather for today, Tuesday, 31st May, 2022. Currently at Point Saline, it's fair. Winds are from the east at 12 miles per hour. Barometric pressure, 12.4 millibars. That's below normal and rising. Present temperature 26.5 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity 83%. Yesterday's maximum temperature 31.1 degrees Celsius. Last night's minimum 24.1 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, 1.5 millimeter of rainfall was recorded, which brings the total for the month to 15.4 millimeters. Now to have a look at the forecast, value for today and tonight. Today we expect some partly cloudy conditions with light to moderate showers, mainly during the morning and overnight. Maximum temperature, 31 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate, wave 4 to 6 feet in open waters. Tides below at 10:45 a.m. and high at 5:16 p.m. Sunset today at 6:29, rises tomorrow at 5:42. Just a repeat of the forecast, value for today and tonight. Partly cloudy with light to moderate showers, mainly during the morning and overnight. Maximum temperature, 31 degrees Celsius. I'm Andre Charles, reporting from the Met Office. Thank you.
Thank you, Andre. Have a pleasant day, brother.
Thanks, and same to you.
All right, great. Bye-bye. 26 minutes now moving after, and that's after the beautiful hour of, is it 7 o'clock, Carcated? Is it moving after 7 o'clock this morning? Your mic is off. Why did I leave your mic off? I have no idea. But nonetheless, good morning to you again. You would ask me a question, and ask me that question again so I can really
Now I tell you,
respond. Yeah.
Lucas Aid. A lady, we were having a conversation, so she asked me if the Congress changed their symbol to the bottle. But it was amusing to me, so I said, nah, I didn't really think that. So then she said, well, she see a lot of things up. So then afterward, I said, let me go and look. When I realized Lucas Aid. So I said, I don't know, Lucas Aid should understand the time now. So I say either Lucas Aid jackass anything, or I don't know, or the person,
Okay.
the
So,
marketing person, I don't know.
first, you do not work per se at Real FM, although we are responsible for your statements, but you do not work at Real FM. So I hope I'm forgiven for the statements that you've made, because you have to understand that at the end of the day, Real FM depends on
Yeah.
business,
Yeah.
clients working with us so that we can continue to pay our bills, i.e. salaries and different bills. However, like you, I noticed it first in the St. Patrick West constituency. It was predominant. And immediately my political mind went to that. But then I said to myself, you know what? There's a possibility that they may be having a promotion at around this time. You know what I mean? Meaning that Lucas Aid as a company
Okay.
will be having a promotion, and it just coincided with the elections. But then I kept looking at it and realized that it was not necessarily a national campaign. I didn't hear anything on the radio, neither did I see, and remember I'm saying that I did not hear anything, neither did I see anything on the television
Okay.
in relation to the promotion. So I'm like, well, it's probably they're doing just posters promotion, because companies can do that. But it was prevalent in certain areas, and any company doing a promotion like that, doing a promotion, would want to do so and do a promotion throughout.
Yeah.
So I really didn't see them or any company doing a promotion in limited areas. As it relates to the colors, yes. Because in the St. Patrick West constituency, which is where I live, right? Because I live in St. Patrick, of course.
Yeah.
Now, in that constituency, before Mr. Andel, before his posters and the posters of the party that he's representing in the next general elections, before those posters started to roll out, you were seeing the yellow and red of that particular brand. And I'm asking, what the heck is this? Is this a step by big business? Because, Carl, we cannot forget big business, eh?
And we always mention big business in our
Big
discussion.
business,
here.
yeah. We have always spoken about big business. So I started wondering whether or not it was a step by big business to do something that can influence
In a subtle way.
in a subtle way through the colors. I thought so. But then I says, you know what? Boys will be boys and girls will be girls. And people will continue to be people. And rest assured that the die is already cast. Because when you hear certain members, I've listened to certain members who's dead, and these names I will not call. And don't think it's the nameless guy. There are others that I wouldn't call. There are a number of people I wouldn't call their names. But I've listened to certain members of the Congress. I've looked at their writings, and they're saying the same thing that you have said, Carl. They're saying, don't worry, we're sure we're going to have a strong opposition.
Yeah, but as you on that, what I get from a lot of the writings and posting, they're saying to people, we're ready. They're saying to people, we are the people. But they always waiting on the new National Party to, one, make a perceived mistake, maybe in some utterance to speak. Case in point, the Prime Minister in his discussion Sunday was trying to compare and contrast the two teams together. And he mentioned the cabal force, Andre Donald. But looking at the Prime Minister, when he was about to make the pronouncement or the people capable of running, he pointed the team in. He turned around and pointed the team of the NNP and said, these are the people with the experience here. You know they have it on social media saying the Prime Minister finally speak the truth. So if you're waiting on that for a forward, that means you know the thing. And then Andre, there's a question I want to ask you because you just beat me up on radio saying you're in tongue long. So that qualifies you to answer the question. During 4 years, 7 months, and 17 days, that was the reign of the revolution. 4 years, 7 months, and 17 days. Who don't believe me? Google it. And the reign of Dr. Keith Mitchell, when he had more freedom of speech, during 17 or during the reign of Dr. Mitchell?
Well, if you listen to, I must take you to this to answer your question. If you listen to Francis Pierre, you'll hear him say that he had 35 radio stations in Grenada. I don't know how he counting that. But I say this to say that in the reign of Keith Mitchell, he never closed down any newspaper. Yes, he filed a lawsuit against one and he won the lawsuit. That is history. And that aside, it is believed that the same people who owned the first one that he filed a law, they closed it down and opened another one. It is believed. So, functioning in Grenada, there are the Grenada Today. I did say the Grenada Today. I know what I'm saying. The Grenada Today. Oh no, I think I should put it proper. The New Today, the Grenada Informer, and the Grenadian Voice. And then there are two. You have No Grenada, which is online, and then you have.
Is there some Barnacle or something?
The Barnacle is a kind of a advertising one, right? But there's another one. There's another one that is. There's a young lady from the resource area. She works with that one. I don't remember the name. But there are about 5 or 6 newspapers. And we're talking newspapers here, right? Mm-hmm. Then you look at radio stations. You have Harbour Lights of the Windwards. You have the one that Kim the King operates. And you have Sister Isles. That's in Carriacou. And there's still another one in Carriacou because the one, Vibes FM, which is the one that Kim the King operates, is not the same as, remember that first FM station from Carriacou that Kim was working on?
I'm not sure.
There was a first station that Kim the King was affiliated to. Himself and the guy fell out. Right? So opened his own radio station called Vibes FM. So you have Vibes, you have Sister Isles, you have Harbour Lights of the Windwards. Mm-hmm. And the guy that Kim broke out from, I'm not too sure if he's on air still, but still is supposed to have that thing functioning. So only in Carriacou, you have 4 radio stations. Now, let's look at, let's try to do it by parishes, Carl, okay? You take in count Carriacou 4?
Yeah.
Right. So let's try to do it by parishes and see what we'll be able to get in relation to this. St. Patrick. You have Real FM in St. Patrick. Let's go to St. Mark. There's none in St. Mark. We go to St. John. There is one in St. John. That's Rebel Nation, I believe. I hope that I got the name correct. Rebel Nation. Oh, somebody sent the newspaper. The Lead newspaper. That's it. The Lead newspaper. Now, Rebel Nation, that's one in there. Then we go to St. George. The parish of St. George. George's, sorry.
Let me just think. 4 Carriacou here.
4 Carriacou, 1 here in St. Patrick, none in St. Mark, and 1 in St. John.
Yeah.
We're now into the parish of St. George's. You have GBN, and GBN has 2 signals, I believe. I'm not too sure if they're using the AM signal anymore. But so let's put GBN as 1. Put GBN as 1. Then you have Magic FM that is affiliated to the Grenada Informer. That's Magic FM. What else do you have in St. George's? You have We FM. You have Power FM. You have Boss FM. You have CRFM. That's 6. And anything else in St. George's? Not that I could put together. But just to say, and this is important, that outside of that 6 that are doing terrestrial transmitting, there are a number of other things that only broadcast internet. Right? So 6 in St. George's doing terrestrial radio. None in St. David's as far as I know. In St. David, no. And in St. Andrew. In St. Andrew now you have Top FM, Star FM, Labby 1. That's the 3 that I know. I don't know if they have any more. So how many do we have total there?
So you have in excess of 15.
In excess of 15 radio stations. And based on my knowledge, we forgot one. There's a gentleman called Brown Sugar. He's doing I think he's into testing at this particular point in time, but he's broadcasting terrestrial also. Okay. So 16 plus. One gentleman said he counted at one point in time about 30 radio stations in all, but I guess he's checking those that are doing online broadcasting also. So he's checked about 30. Now, that's radio stations and that's newspapers. Oh, there's City Sound. Right. There's Tank Secure. There's City Sound. And somebody said me there's one called Grenada Informative that is in St. David. Well, there you go. So add more to it, Carl. So you're looking about 18 plus there already. Now, let's look at television. GBN and MTV. WPG 10. So that's 3 in relation to television. Soon to, yes, we did call CRFM, my friend. Soon to come Real
Networks.
Yeah, right. Mr. Donald, I thought mine was just leading me astray, but I'm glad you guys figure it out also. Oh no, I don't know what you're talking about. What I say to you guys, you have to be very, very plain because sometimes you send a message and what we were talking about, we've gone past it already. So you have to speak straight to it so that we can respond to you. All right, to all the listeners on the live. Now, Carl, I've named for you all the radio stations that we have presently. No, go back. 1979 to 1983. Radio Grenada or Radio Free Grenada, that is what it was. The newspapers were all but closed down.
Yeah, as your day. So, Leslie Pierre and Thielman Thomas, what they went in jail for?
It had to do with the newspaper, I think.
Okay. So when you hear people talking about freedom of speech during that time and want to compare it with freedom of speech now, you ought to know either these people and them wasn't wrong, or they're just being mischief. So when the leader of the National Democratic Congress, the political leader, the cabal, speaks of freedom of speech during the tenure of Morris as against freedom of speech now, you have to know this guy being mischief. Or maybe he was not in tongue long enough. And if it's something like that he don't understand, even then, how he could manage a country when something simple like and then one of the person who taught in you and say he will train you, make jail for freedom of speech during the revolution Tillman Town. Because Tillman Town say he will train the guy. And he make jail for freedom of speech. So how now you trying to compare it to now? When you have people saying the most derogatory thing about everybody here and nothing happening to them. And that shows, and I just bring that parallel to that argument to show that even in the gentleman's utterances, Andre, you realize it already.
I pity the gentleman. And you know that is now not how I usually make that statement. I reconfigured the statement.
Mm-hmm.
I pity him. I have listened to him at times, and now do I listen to him as regularly as I did before? No. Because he does the same thing all the time, Carl. He speaks off the cuff. And he makes statements. If you ask him a question, immediately he responds. And most of the times lawyers learn that. Because if they're talking to...
They have to be quick on their feet.
They have to be quick on their feet, right? So that is what is happening there. And he is believing that he's in a court. So everything he is asked, he comes up with a solution immediately. And people, interestingly, I cannot understand for what minute why the people who are surrounding him aren't saying to him, hey, bro, it's not done that way. People like Chairman Mao, Glenn Noel. Yeah, that's what I call Chairman Mao. People like Chairman Mao. He's not making any statements and saying, hey, brethren, Nazim Burke appeared on their platform the other night. And I would want to believe if Nazim can appear on their platform, then Nazim should offer some advice. And there are issues that Nazim Burke should say, hey, brethren, you don't speak on that. You need to do something. Say, we will be putting together a paper to present on that. You cannot come with a solution every single time. That is not possible in no type of politics.
You spoke of Nazim Burke on the platform. But Nazim Burke is the biggest joke I ever see. So there was Nazim on the platform saying, oh, over here, we don't believe in winding up and jump and wave. We believe in the issue. As he go and sit down, the guy was running against me, teacher come like some life get and winding up and jumping up. They just put, like Nazim don't realize them fellas them don't really need him. He just say, over here, we decent, we don't whine, there no calypso competition. As he sit down, the pastor come like he's alive get and winding up and thing.
Well,
I say, look at poor Naz. I say, Nazim, we don't get him the memo.
Put it this way. I guess the pastor had to jump up and wind up because they're looking for somebody to compete with Bello, maybe. So maybe that's it.
Well, they keep following.
Yeah, they keep following. So they're looking for somebody to compete with Bello. So that's good. Go ahead. But no, I'm really and truly convinced that we should take this call. Good morning.
Good morning. We have Hope FM.
What's that?
Hope FM.
Fourth?
Yeah, in Grenville.
You have 4 FMs in Grenville?
Hope.
Hope FM. Where is that?
St. Andrews.
Oh, really? Okay. Hope FM. Okay.
A gospel station.
All right. Good, thank you. Well, adding to it. So maybe Pierre is correct when he goes off and he says 30-something radio station in Grenada. Probably, I used to laugh at Pierre, but look like I'm the one the joke is on right now. People probably laughing at me thinking that I was thinking that Pierre was wrong. All right. No. And yes, my friend, we did call City Sounds in River Road. We did name that. And somebody asked about SAC FM. I don't think SAC FM is functioning at this particular point in time. I think Mr. Lamoth went off to, is Lamoth? Yeah, I think he went back to Trinidad or something like that. Anyway, I don't know what's up with SAC FM. Good morning again. How are you doing?
Good morning, my darling brother.
Yes, Miss Jacob.
Donald, how are you?
I'm okay.
Hope FM. That is 10355.
Okay.
That is a wonderful station, brother Andre. What they do gospel, preaching, and so. And they do praise. I don't listen to them too.
Okay.
Very nice.
Okay, great.
So you have a wonderful and a blessed day by your partner, by your side day.
Thank you.
Not touch from me.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, love.
Okay, one love.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Carl, it is just confusion and more confusion. And I like to touch a bit on what you said in relation to where this particular political party is seeking now to get, as you just say, is seeking now to get forward.
Yeah.
If the NNP does not make a mistake, they have no forward.
No.
So the NNP has to make a mistake for them to get forward. Now listen, they can twist and turn whatever, unless I'm starting and I'm going straight to the Prime Minister. They can twist and turn whatever Keith Mitchell says, or said or did not say. They can twist it how they want. Know this, learn this, and believe this. Twisting it and turning it will not get you a vote that belongs to the NNP. When they started to do that, I asked myself the question, what are you trying to do here? What is your end game?
Yes.
And then last night, I was just sitting there musing a number of things. And then I came to what the end game was. And Carl, this morning, when I got here, and I'm doing everything and I'm checking social media and whatever, I realized what the end game was, which is what I thought it was last night. I was correct. It is their intention to give people the notion or to cause people to believe that Keith Mitchell is not coherent. That's what they're starting to do now. Keith Mitchell is not coherent. That is what they're starting to do. But again, that will not get you any voter that has already made up their mind that they're going to vote the new National Party. You, and I'm not speaking you, Carl, I'm talking to them because they listen to this. You would remember your grandmother. I never engaged with my great-grandmother, but I engaged with my two grandmothers. You would remember, because I do remember them saying, including my grand-aunt, a slip of the tongue is not what?
The fault of the speaker.
Is not the fault of the mind. A slip of the tongue. It's not a fault of the mind.
But he didn't have no slipper tongue there.
No.
The Prime Minister.
How he fashioned it, it baffled them.
Yes.
How he fashioned it. They expected him. Like Carl, you sitting and you listen to somebody speaking, and there are times you can guess what is going to be the next sentence.
Yes.
And they expected the next sentence to go in a particular direction. And he decided, I am not going in that direction. This is the direction that I'm going in. And all of a sudden, Keith Mitchell endorsed NDC. Well, if you believe that is going to get you votes, by all means, go ahead, use it. What can I tell you? There's nothing else I can tell you. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Donald.
Good morning, Cami.
Mr. Clayton, good morning.
Hi, morning.
How everybody doing? Good morning to Grenada, Carl from P.T. Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Donald, I was asking you, could you allow me to just say something, please?
How long are you going to be? Don't go on and on and on, eh?
No, I ain't going to go long, Mr.
Right.
Donald, please. I
Good.
won't go long.
Talk to me.
I want to tell the Grenadian people, I'm a mother of 10 grandchildren. And if I am sitting on the terminal or waiting for a bus, and there's big men drinking beers on the stand that I take in my bus and using it as obscene, and you have children at the age of 5 and 6 and 7 years, and I said to a young man, stop using them words in the children's presence. I ain't say nothing wrong. I tell the young man something right. The young man turned and he tell me, sorry ma'am, sorry, because I turned for himself. That's what he said. Another crazy man just leave from nowhere, drinking his beer and he drunk, and just come and cuff me in my head. Just like that. Just come and cuff me in my head. So I must just take it off. Well, I want to tell him this morning, and others that attacking elderly people and anybody, he make a big mistake, because this morning I know he had to put ice on the balls, Mr. Andre Donald, because I would not have stand up there and take my death. I hold on to what God gave him there. And that is where I get you upon him. He took out of order to just raise your hand and hit me. Just raise your hand and hit a big woman. I just tell her, a next young man, stop using this obscene in the children's presence. And these are the things that I have to go through on the bus terminal, looking out for people's children. You understand? That is what I want to let the Grenadian people know. And anybody else try, that is it with me and them. I will not, nobody not supposed to raise their hand on me, a big man, 65 years. A lot of people saying that I fast when I see things happen with children. I'm a grandmother of 10. So I'm warning all you out there. Because I know I got target. I am a target under the NNP. I got target, but I ain't going to give up people. I'm going down with all you. And anybody, I know you have to put ice on the balls. Because I know you're hurting him this morning. Have a good day, Grenada.
Good day, Cami. Cami was attacked, and she retaliated.
Not retaliated. The Constitution say you have the right to defend yourself and your property. And the level of force are to match those that come on. So, Cami could hold she on.
I guess the thing is, if you and morning.
Good morning, Mr. Donald.
Morning. How you doing?
And how are you this morning?
I'm okay.
Mr. Donald, I was listening news last night. And I heard they say he's a pastor. I'm not too certain what he is. He's a black slider, not a pastor. Talking about the Prime Minister that he did not do nothing in his constituency. He called himself the sheriff. I want the sheriff to know that when Kit Mitchell gets in power, he's going to build him a church, and he's going to go back and preach to the congregation and preach to Grenadians the word of God.
Oh, so you mean that when Keith Mitchell returns again for another term in office? Okay, fine.
Yes, I want him to know that the Prime Minister will build him a church, and he will come back to preach to the nation the word of God. I heard one offer him a Bible. He have a Christian bookstore in St. George's,
if Kit Mitchell did not have one, anybody in Grenada who love Kit Mitchell will buy him a Bible. But I know he have one. You, Mr. Donald, and Mr. Kitten, have a good morning. Good morning to my brother, Uncle Chu. God bless you.
Thank you, Mona. Take care. 5 minutes now. It is before the 8 o'clock hour. This is Real 91.9, 91.5, www.realfmgrenada.com. Yeah, Grenada's favorite radio station, if I may say that. Do you agree, Carl, that Real FM is Grenada's favorite radio station?
Yes.
Okay, you do agree. We're going to take a
And
commercial.
the contents.
On the content. We're going to take a commercial break and we'll be back.
Who wants to save 30%? Everybody! Now more than ever, Flow understands the need to make your dollar stretch. Our new bundles can help you save 30% off your current bill. Plus, get a free speed upgrade on your in-home internet. Simply add your mobile to your current home services account and save 30%. It's easy. Sign up now and save. All on the most reliable fixed and mobile network on island. Visit a Flow store or call us at 1-800-804-2994 for more information. Flow, it only gets better. Terms and conditions apply.
Central Point. Yes, Central Point it is. We are the convenience store located at the center of Plains in St. Patrick. It is the place to get it all your needs. We offer everything from groceries to household items, footwear to hair products, pipe fittings to electrical, drinks, cooking gas, top-up, and a host of other items. So check us first before you check others, because we are the center of everything. So that means you'll be able to find anything. Come shop at Central Point and enjoy the atmosphere, which will have you returning. Oh, and I almost forgot, you can relax under the cashew tree and enjoy a drink while watching the world speed by. Central Point, at the center of it all. Call Silverly or Wabande at 456-0550, 458-9745, or 442-9307. Central Point.
Ozone really gets it clean. Get with the Ozone family line of products. Ozone liquid laundry detergent, perfect for your semi or fully automatic washing machines, yet suitable for your hand wash, soft on your hands. Ozone disinfecting cleaner. It's the most powerful disinfectant and cleaner with a long-lasting fresh scent. Tackles every job around the house or office. Ozone detergent powder and ultra soft fabric softener gets your clothes clean with a natural freshness, keeps your colors bright. Choose from the wonderful scents, soft flower, ocean breeze, and the new aloe vera. Keep your kitchen sparkling clean with the Ozone dishwashing liquid, Ozone sponges, and cleaning cloth. Ozone toilet bowl cleaner removes lime scale and kills germs while giving your toilet a refreshing scent. Ozone really gets it clean. Marketed and distributed by Calico, Frequente St. George's, and are available at shops and supermarkets nationwide.
The Spice Boys are playing CONCACAF top-tier football, and we want you to be in on the action. Don't miss it. Book your spots now at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium for Tuesday, June 7th to see the Spice Boys take on El Salvador in the CONCACAF Nations League. Tickets are $30 adults and $10 for children. Available at the GFA building, Queen's Park, St. George's. You can also purchase the latest Spice Boys replica t-shirts at the GFA for only $100 to support the Spice Boys. The Spice Boys versus El Salvador, Tuesday, June 7th. 7 p.m. Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Come, let's support the Spice Boys.
Grenada, get ready for one powerful night of worship, song, and praise as Coral Lee Holdings presents Sinach. Sinach live in worship at the Grenada National Stadium. Sunday, June 1st, starting time 5 p.m. along with special guest artists from South Africa, Benny Mwepu, and worshipper Brandon Finch from New York. Dress code, all white. Early bird specials, $60. VIP early bird ticket specials, $250. Special fares for churches are available. Children, half price at the door. All churches and denominations are invited. Let us all come together for a night of prayer and worship unto God as we thank God for his mercies towards us and our nation. For more information, contact 419-3645. Sunday, June 5th, Grenada National Stadium, Sinach, Benny Mwepu, and Brandon Finch.
The Rotary Clubs in Grenada introduce the Good Neighbor Initiative, a program designed to assist individuals and families who require short-term assistance with electricity bill payment and the cost associated with rewiring of homes due to fires and natural disasters. If you or someone you know is in need of help, please visit our website at www.goodneighborinitiative.org. The Good Neighbor Initiative, helping individuals and families with short-term electricity bill payments and electrical wiring. One neighbor at a time.
It is real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. The time has now moved on to 2 minutes, and that is after the 8 o'clock hour. In the misty moonlight. You know that one, Carl?
Yeah, I don't know the singer, so ask me who sing.
I don't know the singer. Oh, again. I have a song for a group of people.
What's the song about?
It's a simple song.
Mm-hmm.
It is done every funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's the last song that basically folks do. God be with you till we meet again. Yeah, till we meet. God be with you. That's the song I sing in for every God be with you. Till we meet, till we meet. You know that song, Carl? Who's singing?
I don't know, but I know this song.
I know Jim Reeves, by?
A lot of people are singing them songs.
God be with you till we meet again. 4420175. Those are the digits. Can I put you back in camera? You know, I usually have to ask you these days.
Yeah, put me back.
Put you back in camera. That means you have something to say. Let me find out what it is the big guy have to say. You are on as of now. Tell me, big guy, what you got to say? You are alone on camera. Spit, as they would say in the rap world.
I have a friend in Montrose, and I know you won't mind me saying that. Roosevelt, Daniel, he does listen.
Good morning, Roosevelt, and good morning to all the listeners on the live.
Hayden.
Good morning to you guys.
So he says to me this one time, Mr. Tillman Thomas came to him and recognizing that he was a supporter of the New National Party, asked him, how a revolutionary like you could support in Keith? Now, I realize that is a plan of the Kabali Congress. So the present leader of the Kabal National Electoral Congress is sucking up to Morris, hoping that the revolutionaries, the same set Tillman Thomas asked Hayden about, go support them. So you realize all the big up, even when they lighting, he asking to light the phones on Morris Bishop board there in the meeting. So the perceived revolutionaries, Andre Donald, they're working hard to try to think them. So you have to understand the narrative. First, they go legalize weed, marijuana, the Acapulco gold, and apologize to the Rastafarian community. So you realize that it's okay to Rasta and them. So they feel Morris and they catch the Rasta and them. What Morris and do the Rasta and them after they catch them? Are them going Hopeville? So if Rasta listening or Rasta to realize this apology to Rasta and legalize with it just a catch. You understand? And then the call to, so we say, okay, let me apologize to the Rasta and we go tell them we go legalize with, so they go support us. A catch. But the Rasta them know better than that, because last time a man come and tell them they go legalize with.
They end up in Hopeville.
They end up in Hopeville.
Yeah, they don't know that.
I'll worry and then get a teeth and knock out with pig. And that facts.
Go and ask Warriors, you ain't live ready. Go and ask him to knock you out.
Say, nah, boy. Like the thing with the Rasta man don't walk in with the weed thing, boy. So let we suck up to Morris, hoping
that the PR
that the base.
Yeah.
Because there was a time in 2008 July when the Congress visited Trinidad and Nazim Box then say he talk about base and sucking up to base, so they trying to suck up to the Revo base now. So the narrative they pushing underground is that Kit Mitchell don't give in the party to Peter, so it don't make sense all to stay in NNP. That's what they pushing, how they peddling it.
You see, because they realize the base they're looking for, if there is a base at all, I'm not saying that there is a base, but if there's a base at all and you're looking for that base, they realize that, Carl, watch me, you know, Captain David have that base, you know?
Yes.
Because he has always been good with them and he has always been with them.
For them.
And for them. And the base, the same Rasta base, they know that Captain David has their back. You know why? Because Captain David had say, okay, fine, guys, it's time for us to do something, start to look at the ganja.
And decriminalize it.
And decriminalize it. And we're going to take this thing in stages. We're not going to just do something, just jump in it.
No,
so they know, the Rasta know, and the PR know who got their back. Captain David.
Stick a pin by the Rasta. So after they make this bold pronouncement, they go legalize weed. Them Rasta and them say, by watch. You Rasta them tell them, by watch. But we stand a better chance in this weed thing with Peter David. So you see they jump from the altar of legalizing weed now. They don't talking about it again. Because the Rasta man and them weed men and them tell them straight up by, if you have to do anything on that weed thing, Peter is the better man to handle our weed business. So then they start to say how Peter go cause he friends and them. So they can run with that one now. Because they realize that he just was only sung by the time you're thinking. And then what they have to understand, the cabal of the Congress, and I want people to understand this, Andre Donald, went in SAS, the same school he does taught, he had some convention there. And they run after Peter David Chester, Ali Gill and others. At the time what they didn't recognize, they taking out the whole engine. So the car won't be able to move. So the car haven't moved since then. So all of a sudden they come back now with these subtle variations. But what they forgetting, and to their detriment, they continue to underestimate Dr. Keith Mitchell when he relates to politics. They know he's on the wrong Mount Rushmore of politics in the region. They know in the Grenadian context he's the greatest of all time, Dr. Mitchell, as it relates to politics. But yet every election cycle, they underestimate Dr. Mitchell. So, Floyd Mayweather in boxing tells you he'll always find a way to win. Follow me, Andrew, we are going with this thing. So Floyd tells you he takes away what best the opponent has. Dr. Keith Mitchell, in the speech in St. David's, took away what they thought they had the best chance. Pension.
That was my next point.
So Dr. Keith Mitchell, being the guy that they know and they keep underestimating. He systematically Sunday took away the best weapon.
Do you realize? Sorry, no, go on.
Because their whole thing was, we go pay pension in 90s and people asking them, how will you go do that? And they started talking about taking a loan. That was it, the way they going on. But Dr. Keith Mitchell said, well, I are wrong in this thing and I love the workers. And Andre Donald, we were here before. And the content of this program, we spoke of Dr. Keith Mitchell as it relates to legacy. And when the pension issue came up, if you remember, I told you as Andre Donald, this pension thing will give Dr. Mitchell the legacy what they cannot diminish. Even though they vex with him, or even though they run, how you say, propaganda or whatsoever.
Yeah.
They cannot take out the fact that Dr. Keith Claudius Mitchell, the Right Honorable, was the man responsible for setting the pension template. They can't take that away from him. And as Fidel said one time, no matter what they say about you, but history will always observe you. And history will record, no matter all what they say about Dr. Keith Mitchell. When it comes to pension for the workers and the working class of Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique, he will be the name to remember. So since the pension thing came up, I told you, I had no fear. I didn't have not even a modicum of doubt, Andre Donald, that Dr. Keith Mitchell will do right by the public workers, and not only by the public workers, Andre Donald, by all workers. So I expect in the coming meeting something will be rolled out for workers in general, knowing the gentleman as I do. Because he's love. And when you talk about legacy is not something of opinion. No matter what your opinion go be of Dr. Keith Mitchell, you can't take away the legacy of pension. And you try to use pension in a matter to fool the people. But the people know. So, as one friend of mine told me, and as a matter of fact, he says he's not in this political thing, but he says any public worker that choose not to support the NNP is not a man of thinking right. Because only under the NNP. So what happening now? Let me lay the thing out there for you now, Andre Donald. Let me put it in perspective. And I'm talking to public workers here now. Public workers, you know, from 2008 to 2013, 4 years, 7 months, and 90 days, you got nothing. Zilt. Nada. You had to wait late for your pay. You had to, those of you who had mortgages and so on with financial institutions, you had to pay late fees. Facts. I ain't making that up. And then Dr. Keith Mitchell came and you give him the mandate overwhelmingly. You get paid on time. Facts. And they saying how the government supposed to do that, but NDC didn't do that. So those who saying that what the government supposed to do, how come the NDC didn't do that and Nazim Bok and others? And now they coming on platform and talking all this kind of shenanigans. Secondly, thirdly, you get increases every year, even in the pandemic. And they say they couldn't pay increases because of world condition and so on from 8 to 13. But as 13 come, you get. Then you still, for shed sacrifice, you get a one-off of $1,000.
Are you missing something very important there?
Tell me.
The conditions that the NDC claimed were affecting them, and they could not have afforded raises and increases and whatever.
Yeah.
A worse condition took place. The world shut down with the COVID.
I ain't get there yet.
Oh, you didn't get there. Sorry. I'm trying to, sorry. My apologies, sir.
So after 13 came, Dr. Keith Mitchell, the Right Honorable Dr. Keith Mitchell, had to resuscitate the economy of this country. Facts. They can't do that. So after resuscitating the economy of this country in 13, public workers, they give you pay on time. You show on your pay. And you just walking in financial institution and they're giving you what you want because they know they are confident in the government. Secondly, you get the increases. Thirdly, you get a one-off for shared sacrifice. So even the sacrifice he asks you to make. And what they forgetting, the how they call it, debt haircut, save us a lot of millions in debt, you know, Andrew Donna. And only the new National Party are able to do that. And at the same time, creating an enabling atmosphere. So businesses in this country understood that when NNP are wrong, it better for them. They know that. They go tell you a lot of businesses thing. Businesses go tell you they didn't get pay from 2008 to 2013 because the unpaid claims in the treasury for businesses was 110 million. Facts. Even though they don't like that, they can't do that.
Google it.
They could Google it. So then now we come to the pandemic. And they like to draw parallels with other places. Google what happening with the other places in terms of public workers and salary and persons had to go home and things. That don't happen here. And still public workers you get 4% increase again. And you telling me how some men just come in and talk. They don't even know what going on around here. They must have forgotten. And they telling you them is the best thing. And they only telling you what. And if they understand running country, because if they understand how to run a country, there are certain things they ought not to be saying, like we go make everybody permanent because they know they can blow the public service. They know, or they should know. Point of correction, they should know. And the fact that they're telling you that, and the fact that they keep telling you they go take out VAT for 1 year. One of the biggest honor for the government. The fact that they're telling you they go pay pension and they tell you go and take a loan, putting extra strain on the backs of Grenadians. And the fact that they continue to tell you they go what agro industries and so on without telling you the cost. Without telling you the government that tried agro industries 4 years, 7 months and 17 days had to subsidize the thing. I thought you'd come and tell you, okay, let we increase the appetite for people here for local things. I thought your partner ran where they would say, okay, let we go on something so we go encourage persons here to eat more local. So the mango and other things, the fruits won't spoil. But you talk about you go and can fruit, you go pulled fruit. All these things them you know. And you have to understand. And if you understand being here with the people. So when you say NNP they long, maybe you was not around long enough to understand. But because NNP was around long, they understand. And some of all you singing, telling the Prime Minister what? They singing this song about go home, you're tired, go home. But the business they since in 1993, they in part of our business, nearly 30 years, they don't stopping. Every year they come in, but they telling the Prime Minister, who is around the same time with them in politics, to go home, he tired. But they don't tired, singing stupidness. You understand? So you have to understand. So they can't take the legacy of pension away from the Honorable Prime Minister Andrew Donald.
MBPM was what year? What time?
I know.
When was the last time that MBPM ran in office?
I don't want to vote that.
I don't want to vote it either. That's why I ask you. But Joseph Andel has been running for MBPM from ever since MBPM started. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
I'm correct?
Yeah.
Okay. To now. And MBPM basically they ran, I think he missed 1 year when he didn't run for them. Yeah. Maybe the first time. But based on my understanding, MBPM, if you take from their time when Joseph Andel ran up until this time, the only difference between Joseph Andel and Keith Mitchell is that Keith Mitchell has been winning and Joseph Andel has been losing.
Yeah.
But they've spent almost the same time. Keith Mitchell older than him, yes.
But in terms of the politics,
they've spent the same time. Basically the same time.
Nobody don't tell him he's tired.
Nobody don't tell him time for him to go, he tired. You don't tired lose? You tired lose?
They forgetting.
I don't understand. Time for him to go.
So I call it, he's a serial loser?
Yeah, he's a serial loser. If you can put it that way, yeah. He's a serial loser. I know how a man could do so and just sit down and just lose like that. I know. Good morning to all the listeners on the live. Nice to have you this morning. I have a new engineer working on the live this morning. What's his name?
Who?
Igwe.
The Igwe?
Yeah, the Igwe working on the live this morning. Thanks. And good morning to all those of you listening on the live. I hope that you will really and truly enjoy what we have to present to you this morning. 20 minutes it is after the 8 o'clock. Andrew Donald together with Big Carl.
Morning, Ann. Morning, Ann. How you doing?
Ann
Harvey.
Ann, good morning. How are you? Trust that you're having a wonderful day.
Morning, Lena B. You're listening. I know you're listening.
I'm still waiting.
Morning, Nedra. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm still waiting.
I don't see you a long time.
Who, Nedra? Nedra, she dropped me. I'm still waiting here, Carl, for a comment from the National Democratic Congress on the whole aspect of the pension and what Keith Mitchell has said. Say something. Say lie.
And then
say you don't know what you're doing.
And then the Prime Minister.
Say, as you have started to say that he incoherent. Say that.
And then to make the thing, you see, okay, persons who retire in this year, we go pay them. Fact. Persons next year, we go budget for them.
We budget for them.
They're not going to say we go take loan.
No, we ready for you.
Oh, we going to look for some money.
Right now, man line up to retire. Because the Prime Minister say, I'm ready for you.
And not only that, what I'm thinking about now, you might have a run on retirement. Men may say, well, but I make the time, let me go and...
But yeah, some people might go and change the age.
No, but once you make the 27,
yeah,
and I think...
And a third or something like that?
Yeah, so... Men
or 26 and a third, something like that.
Let me go and relax the rest of my day.
Yeah, let me go and chill. Carl, Johnny, you know Johnny, our boy, Johnny say you missed one.
Alright, which one?
He says, you missed the fact that frontline workers got monies too.
Too much to mention, Johnny. And Johnny, and there are some, but in the minority, not the majority. There are some in the minority, and a lot who don't live in here, saying how nothing has been done. Well, if they're blind, they're blind. Or they need to take out the dark shades and turn the Marco knob on, they might hear and know. And all that I speak of is not what we want to do or we go do, it's what is being done. Is what is being done. So, and when I speak here, well, and I can't string sentences together, but I could speak so the people who understand. Doubt what I say here. What they have to do? Fact check me.
Dispute.
Fact check what I say. And then call here. Like I just call and beat up on other people on radio station. Call here and tell me what I'm saying is not true. Call here. Because I just busy to beat up on other people on radio. Call here. And tell me my utterances as relates to the Prime Minister and pension and others is not true.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yes, good morning.
Hi. A special message I have for Carl. Carl, I had your phone number, but my phone crashed. And I really have something to discuss with you.
Say no more.
So, please, you will either give me a call when you finish. When you finish on the station, just give me a call so I could talk with you, okay?
Okay, teacher.
I think you have my number, ain't it?
Yes, teacher.
Oh, okay then. All right. Morning, Andre.
Morning, Lynette. How are you doing?
Good.
All right, Miss John, take care.
Say morning for me, please.
And now you say morning for yourself. Say, people listening. Say morning for yourself.
morning, my dear Claire.
All right. Anyway, take care of yourself, yeah?
Yeah, bye-bye.
All right, one love. Real 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. 25 minutes nowadays after the 8 o'clock hour. Carl Keaton. Say something on social media about the pension. I want to hear all you. Say something.
A whole announcement without pension and payment. You're trying to get a little follow the Prime Minister talking about the team of people and you're trying to misrepresent him. A whole thing good on pension. And first they like melee. So the Prime Minister was in morning and he talk about Susu. All man jack out Susu. All man jack out take Susu in you. All thing. Pension mention now.
Nobody.
You're like cat eat all your fingers and all your tongue. So Hugh Wildman was in court and there was this matter. And since the morning we were heading to court, he said to me, go put the defense in a particular way. And he asked a couple questions and then he rests. And the defense lawyer running. So he get an answer.
Bet that was Clouden.
Yeah, he get an answer anything. He Wildman say me lad, him get the shot ball, him can't even dirk. They get the shot ball, he can't do. Because I told you since yesterday morning, that delivery by the Right Honorable Dr. Kit Mitchell remind me of a fellow they call Malcolm Marshall. When the ball reach on 27, 28 overs, and that the time Kit in the business now,
Yeah.
he start to reverse swing it, you know. Man can't play it. Right now, the Right Honorable Dr. Kit Mitchell reverse swinging the thing. They playing down the long line. But sorry, Martin Crow dead already. He could have played the reverse swing good, so I might tell him call Martin Crow and ask him to play it. But the other fellas could have played the reverse swing like Martin Crow. Yeah, man. They looking for, and the thing about reverse swing now, you must play for it to come in. Your first inclination of reverse swing, play for in swing. If he happen to go away and he catch you hard luck, but once most reverse swing come back in. So once you're playing for the in swing, you play it. One go have your name on it and you go away. That you for that. But reverse swing, you swing in. And keep swinging now.
Keep swinging now.
Because now they thought they get a shot ball, so they on the back foot. So you know in the black hole they stomp some mash up, camera, break.
We've got a caller here online, so let's go to take this one and say, hello, good morning, caller. How you doing?
Good morning, Mr. Donald. Good morning, Carl.
Good morning.
Fine. How are you doing?
I am okay.
All right. You said nobody posted anything on Facebook. That's not true.
No, I didn't see.
You don't have my page?
Oh, you? Nah, man, I'm talking about them people, man. I ain't talking about you.
Well, no, Andre. They beat me. They tried to beat me up on Facebook just to say on my own post. They tried to beat me up on it also. So I posted this morning the audio and the video of the delivery. I haven't checked to see if they start cussing or finding things to attack personally. And you know, that's one of the things I don't understand with this group. You put facts in their face and they can't respond, and they start attacking the person. I mean, it's saying over and over, these people want to remain in opposition perpetually, you know, because the stupid people they say that we are the stupid people they want to vote for them. I just can't understand it. How you could be calling people stupid, calling people names, attacking people personally, and still tell them, vote for us? So I said in my post, tell me if this is not moving Grenada forward. You know they have that's in the campaign slogan, right? So I asked the question, tell me if that proposal, and it's not an empty promise, that's what I stated. This is not an empty promise. It's action, because the Prime Minister did name years in 2022 and 2023. We're in 2022, Andre. 2023 is around the corner. So when they're saying in 3 months, after we get into office, we'll pay the pension. being very vague, right? Very, very vague. They're not saying how they're paying it, where they're getting the money from, how they're going to manage the payments going forward. And they drop the ideas or the promises. And here you have a bowler. I mean, I don't know cricket, but sends an unplayable ball. How do you expect them to respond? You ask him for a response, and you wouldn't get any. When you're standing out on the other side of the boundary and jump and catch a ball, is it still 6? Whether you catch it or not, it's still 6 runs. So these guys are in a position, I mean, I have to credit the Prime Minister. I have to credit the political leader of the NNP. Because, you know, it's like he see the people drowning, you know, but he just pouring, bit by bit, pouring some water in the bathtub they lying down in. Because these guys are, I mean, at a position now where they were hoping, first of all, that he would appeal. He didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Then they said, okay, well, he should borrow money to pay. He didn't. And they were hoping to rally the public workers to say, look, this man just saying he will pay all these election gimmick. And he dropped this ball on them where he actually said people will start receiving the pension payment this year. So do not expect anything on social media that of substance. You'll get some people coming in and saying things. But they are yet to put substance to the words. And that is the issue these people have. What I keep saying, Andre, is that they are cementing their position as a permanent opposition. They have their role. They have their role.
Mm-hmm.
They have their role in the sense that they are fulfilling the wishes of the Grenadians who have the choice of deciding which party to support. That's their right. Okay? So they are catering for those people. The NNP is catering for the entire country. And that's the difference. They are messaging to those people. The NNP is messaging to the entire nation. And that's the big difference between the two parties. They tried the age thing. It didn't work because they have to bring in age people themselves, right? So everything that is like our political leader is about 3 or 4 steps or miles ahead of them. And he allows them to commit themselves and then counters it.
I'd say to you this way, Stan, I never would accept you again trying to do so and pull down Prime Minister Mitchell and say he's 3 or 4 steps ahead. Are you crazy?
I changed it to miles.
Oh, you changed it? No, I didn't. I didn't hear.
Yeah, I changed it to miles.
Not even miles. Not even miles. Stan, you have to use the word years or decades. Just how they say you are wrong long, they forgetting you are wrong long. So years ahead of them.
I'm hearing their own activists saying that Dr. Mitchell consistently outmatches them in terms of strategy.
But
and they're saying the reason why it's happening is because he's been around long. So but how would you be able to strategize if you don't know what to expect? You can plan ahead.
So Stan, listen this, Stan. I went in New York in 2007 and I met my father and we were having a conversation and I was trying to impress him. And he said, listen to me, son. Whatever is new for you is a rewind for me. So I had to sit down. So that's what they have to do now. Sit down. Like in Third World Cup, sit down, Jacko.
He invited them to sit around the table and learn. And a number of the supporters are recognizing that they may be able to find some elbow space down the road, but around this time, the pack is too thick for them to get inside. They cannot cross the line, you know. And unfortunately, they're not positioning themselves to come back at the people because they're attacking the people. And that's one of the NDC's biggest error. They are attacking the voters that can vote them into power. into office.
Let me say this. Let me say this, Stan. I have a nephew in New York who's a pastor, and ever so often in the mornings and throughout the day he'll make different posts. And the post that he made this morning stands out to me, and I thought I'd share it with you of all persons. When a person is unhappy with themselves, they create a problem with everything and everyone around them.
That is so true.
And that is exactly what is happening to the not elected, but the opposition. They are unhappy with themselves. They are unhappy with their performance over the years. They are unhappy with their performance, and therefore they are creating problems with everything. They are misquoting everybody. They are attacking everybody. And that is the crux of the matter as it relates to the National Democratic Congress at this time.
You know, the post that they're sharing, they are hoping that it's only the audio. They're hoping that it's only the audio that would be listened to. And someone very close to me sent me this and said, look, this is what is going around. And I said, look and listen. And she said to me this morning, but I mean, this is so clear. The man turned around and pointed his team.
Mm-hmm.
But they're hoping that nobody will look at the video. You know, so it's a cheap shots that they're fine. No, Andre, there are two things that the NNP have not taken on based on what has been uttered by the leader of the NDC. One, on poverty, and two, on housing. And they have not taken it apart as yet, but they will. Because he made a public statement that they're going to eliminate poverty. His own supporters are saying, how is that possible? We are a developing country with limited resources. We are looking at developed countries with abundant resources, and they have not eliminated poverty. How will we do it? The second one is that every Grenadian would have a house, would own a house. Housing issues worldwide is a problem for governments. Where would you get the resources? And that is the big question that I don't want to hit you. But the media houses are not posing directly to the gentleman. He gets a pass on a lot of stuff. How would you eliminate poverty? I mean, apart from the scriptures saying that the poor would always breed us. I don't want to get on that trait. But, you know, realistically, it is almost impossible to eliminate poverty 100%. But you're making this one of your campaign promises to eliminate poverty, and then a house for every Grenadian. I mean, apart from, we know the issue with lands, right? There's an issue with lands. And then affordability. Are you going to give free houses? Of course, we came up in our manifesto. You'll see the issue of the vouchers, which would give the people who do not have the deposit that's required to get a loan a voucher. But you're not giving them a house, you give them a kickstart. So these are the 2 points, these two major issues that we have not dismantled publicly. But I'm sure it will be done. When you add everything up, Andre, the public is getting to realize that the choice is about a government or a party that have done what it says, and you know where I'm going with that one. And another one who says and does something different to what they say. Bottom line. Are slowly coming around. I mean, the wave that was apparent or was there in the horizon when this guy came on board, it is now becoming the, how you call it thing, when those little thing on the beach.
A ripple?
Just
a ripple?
Ripple. That's what is becoming, ripples. And all around them, they're seeing that what they thought is not. Anyways, I think I've said enough. Have a good day, you and God.
You too, my brother. Take care.
I just want to speak on two things that Stan mentioned, if you allow me to.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Now, he talk about the leader of the National Democratic Congress speaking about alleviating poverty 100%. Stan, if a man don't understand poverty, he go say any stupidness about poverty. If he understands what poverty is and the people that are experiencing same, he don't talking that nonsense he talking. And secondly, Andre, if you always have a house and you never have a problem with the house, you could speak all that nonsense. Or you give everybody a house and you could say that. The thing about it, these guys are not connecting to the Grenadian people. Because what they're speaking is not the experience of the average Grenadian person, Andre. So when they speak, it's like how you just tell me. They're speaking way above people's head because they claim to be the right people here. So they're not connecting. And once they don't connect with you, they start to curse you. Anytime they don't connect with you, they call you all kind of names. They say you're dumb, you're stupid, you're greedy. You is Kit Mitchell that, you is a Morocco. That's the names they call you when they don't connect in with you. And the whole thing, the whole thing that they call age, they realize now this thing vex even persons who supporting them, because it's not only quote unquote young people are supporting them. And I yet to see the following of young people with them. Apparently they might tell the young people not to come in rally. Because they say they have the young people and I don't see them in rally, so maybe they're telling them not to come. And just before I go, I just want to tell you, and before Stan called, I was explaining something in the cricketing terms which the doctor can understand. Cotley Ambrose, one of the greatest fast bowlers we had here, he said he was in mid-off and Malcolm Marshall was bowling to Graham Gooch and the ball was swinging around corners. And Malcolm come to him and say, how you feel I will get him out? So Ambrose said, well, the edge? No. Malcolm said, I will clean bowl him. 2 out swingers. And then the pension delivery. Platax! So I keep me tell you Malcolm Marshall and them, he swing 2 away.
Yeah.
And they group in. Then
you bring the in swinger.
Pension.
Yeah, he pass between the bat and the
right
pad.
not recover yet.
No.
Storms break, they fall on their face, they have to joke them out.
Mad stop for them.
Yeah.
Mad stop for them. There is something that has made, and every stupid thing that their supporters do, and this supporter is from St. Patrick, but I'm not going to call his name, I'm just going to leave it alone. And he started now to say, he's asking NNP supporters, why is it that Claudius Mitchell doesn't wear green? Is that a question, Carl? Drunken man, that statement was a very true statement. You know? A drunken man will catch at a straw.
But hold on, stick up in there. These are the same people that say, when NNP are rally, do a substance. So what are they watching? They say he don't dance. He dancing. He don't win green.
He don't win green.
What next?
He's singing guys.
But I don't have nothing to do. Man, get your thing in gear. If you had work to do and trying to convince the Grenadian public, you will not see that thing on them. They wear in green. But we know who doesn't wear belt. But we still not saying that. I said it, Andre. We know who do wear in belt, but we don't ready to say it yet.
It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. We are going to take a commercial break, friends. And we, of course, will be back with so much more. This is your friendly family station. Do stay with us.
Are you a passionate volunteer? If you are desirous of serving, then now is the opportune time to be part of the Board of Directors, Supervisory and Compliance Committee, or Credit Committee. Interested persons can obtain nomination forms via Head Office Grenville or via the St. George branch. Criteria: be a Grenville Cooperative Credit Union Limited member of sound mind. Be in good financial standing with the credit union and otherwise. Be knowledgeable about credit union principles. Satisfy fit complete and proper test. Applications can be submitted with the subject Nominations 2022 via the following: Mail, Nominations Committee, care of Grenville Cooperative Credit Union Limited, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, or email info@grenq.org. Application deadline June 3rd, 2022.
Introducing the Grenlec mobile app. You can now get your bill balance and easily track energy usage for your home or business. Report and receive alerts about power outages. Plus, stay up to date by receiving the latest notifications. Yes, the Grenlec app keeps you connected anytime, anywhere. The Grenlec mobile app. Download for 24/7 access.
M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty High St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&N Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&N Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
The first word when you speak about furniture is classic. Yes, at Class Furniture, they design and make the best in local furniture. All their products are made from the finest local wood available on island. You think it, they design it, and make it to your expectations. The highest standards at the best possible price, and they also provide higher purchase for you, their valued customers. Located on Ben Jones Street in Grenville, with their factory at Chantimel in St. Patrick. That's where you need to visit when looking for products made of the finest local wood. They deliver and install items at no extra cost. Your satisfaction is their mission. The extra step is taken to ensure their customers are completely satisfied. They do doors and finished kitchens, supplies mattresses, and restores antique pieces to look like the first day they were made.
Hey, give us a call on 442-4645 and 442-9726.
Classic Furniture, Grenada's homegrown furniture producers.
I'm a winner, you are winner, we are winners, winners.
It's the big one. Grenada, imagine $5,000 and up to 6 times by scratching just one little ticket. Get your triple cash scratch tickets for a chance to live your best life. Win easy with Scratch. For just $3, match any of your numbers to any of the winning numbers and win the prize shown for that number. Reveal a money back symbol and win the prize instantly. Triple cash scratch in stores now. Must be 18 or older to play.
'Cause I'm a winner. From the moment that I get up, I'm feeling right.
Grenada, get ready for one powerful night of worship, song, and praise as Coral Lee Holdings presents Sinach. Sinach live in worship at the Grenada National Stadium. Sunday, June 5th, starting time 5 p.m. along with special guest artists from South Africa, Benny Mwepu. And worshipper Brandon Finch from New York. Dress code all white. Early bird specials $60. VIP early bird ticket specials $250. Special fares for churches are available. Children half price at the door. All churches and denominations are invited. Let us all come together for a night of prayer and worship unto God as we thank God for His mercies towards us and our nation. For more information, contact 419-3645. Sunday, June 5th. Grenada National Stadium, Sinach, Benny Mwepu, and Brandon Finch.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by
Let your imagination run wild. Surround Found yourself in a world of colors.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.
Whatever you do, you gotta be careful. I love that song. Okay, someone says here, I think Deacon Mitchell's. Oh boy, where is it? Hold on. My producer is thinking me there. Can't give me an option there to read. Or should I go? Let me go elsewhere and see if I can read it. Forget the guy. I think Deacon Mitchell utterances on suspending VAT on a trial and error basis is not only economically unattainable but unfortunate. Do you agree? You heard what I said? The person is saying that his utterances on suspending VAT is not just economically unattainable, but unfortunate. I think that's one of they're looking for election bloopers and they're making fun. That is the biggest blooper, you know.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to, Carl, you don't have to suspend VAT to understand what the economic impact will be, you know. You just have your people sit down and do the numbers for whatever period.
Yeah.
And then when they sit down and they crunch numbers, then they can tell you, hey, this is what can happen and that is what will happen.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to suspend it. I really enjoy. I mean, I am no mathematician.
Unfortunate.
I am no mathematician. I'll brighten that. But for heaven's sake.
And they forgetting Dr. Mitchell is a mathematician. Figures.
For heaven's sake, how could you? You're suspending VAT. What, something caught you?
Nah, nothing no caught me now, sir.
Something caught you?
Nah, man.
So the NNP will be having a meeting on Thursday?
Where?
Clarice Modest?
Clarice Modest.
Yeah. That one is on Thursday. And then Sunday they go to, where did they go to on Sunday? Guave? Cuthbert Peters. Yeah, Cuthbert Peters Park on Sunday. So we have Cuthbert Peters Park. So Clarice is Thursday. There's nothing on Saturday. And then Cuthbert Peters Park on Sunday. Which one are you going to?
Well, if I could get to attend all, I want to be there.
What? You get greedy now?
No.
And to go in all?
Yeah.
Well, how you gonna do that?
I want to feel the pulse of the people, man.
All right, I hear you. I hear you. Joanne Francis, my dear, how are you doing this morning? Trust that you're having a wonderful day. What are you having for breakfast this morning? I wonder what Joanne is having for breakfast this morning. Anyway, we got to also say good morning to Kindra. Carl, the more I see this young lady and the more I listen to this young lady is the more I understand that this young lady is one for the future. Just like how Dr. Mitchell is saying, hey, one for the road, this one is one for the future. Kate Lewis, one for the future. Well, Delma has always been there. Emlyn is like, she's always been there. And of course, you know, my dear lady, she's always there. The future, the past, the present. Who's that? Let me see if you could guess. Yeah, yo, say the name loud now, man. Yolan Bain Hosford. She is it. She is it. If I had 2 votes, I'll go and give her 1.
And look at the present construct of the NNP. Yolan Bain Hosford and Clarice Modest Cohen, the mothers of the party, and they are responsible for grooming the young ones. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And look at the young ones, the young women. Name, call them, let me hear, the young women.
Young women, Kendra Maturin Stewart.
Married.
Kate Lewis Peters.
Married.
Emmeline Pear.
Married.
Who again? That's it.
If you live in Delman Palm.
I know. I want to do so and tease your brain a little bit there. So let's go. Delma.
Married.
Pamela.
Married.
Stability. Stability and stick-to-itiveness. That's what it speaks to, you know. That is what it speaks to. Stability and stick-to-itiveness.
And they are the wives of one husband.
You keep saying that. That's not the first time you've said that.
When you desire certain offices, you have to be either the wife of one husband or husband of one wife.
You can't be the husband of a husband.
Many.
You can't be the husband of a husband.
Ask
your question, answer me.
No, you can't be the husband of a husband.
Good. Oh, we lost that call. We're going to take a call.
You have to be wearing belt. You can't be beltless.
Can't be the husband of a husband.
No.
Okay.
And you have to wear
We have
belt.
not gotten to that level yet, you're saying?
Yeah. You hearing you have to wear belt too?
What do you mean you have to wear a belt? I don't understand
you
that
have to keep your pants up. Pants can be sagging.
What? You're getting on
That's
this
my
morning,
view.
boy. You're getting on this morning?
So
somebody interfered.
So you will be in Horsford.
Mm-hmm.
And Miss Clarice Modest are there to even encourage these young ones, grooming them.
Mm-hmm.
And they're talking about we don't have them, what is they say? Like we don't have a leader and Kit Mitchell don't appointing a leader. But we have a core group and you bring in Cox and them fellas, you have a core group. Because we operating now and then we still preparing for the future. So when Dr. Kit Mitchell walks out in the sunset, he leaving anything in good and safe hands. Somebody trying to get us?
I believe, and I think we should take the call.
Take it?
Yeah, we should take the call. You say good morning to that person, Carl.
Morning, Carl. How are you doing?
Yes. Good morning, Mr. Miller. I'm Mr. Andrew Donald. How are you doing?
Good morning.
You ready? You finally make it, man.
Well, watching, I'm not getting
finally
on the live.
Ras Max has made it to Real FM.
Yeah. It's a couple of days now. I'm not getting through with you guys on the live. So what's going on?
Why aren't you getting us on the live?
No, I'm not getting through. I don't know why.
You're accustomed to listening on Facebook, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we have made a couple of adjustments. And the adjustment simply means that you are seeing a link on Facebook in relation to the program. When you see that link, because the link will come up in the morning just around 7 o'clock thereabouts, when you see that link, you click the link.
Okay, thank you very much.
Once you click on the link, then it will do so and open up for you. No problem. That is to you. That you too. One love.
Yep. All right, good.
All right, great. So, Carl, your partner Rasmax finally made it?
And Rasmax, you know we have work to do on the 23rd. Don't forget your obligation.
What, to mobilize?
Yeah, he had to cause 2 people to get there. So I advised him he had to sleep up.
Okay.
And do the business, and then you go down in his constituency and cause the
Anne
business.
Rodney. Good morning, Anne. How are you? Glad to know that you're home. And Sherma Wells says good morning to you and I, Carl. She calls us the what? The political gurus. We've got a caller. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Not
Hello? Hello? Okay. Seems to have lost that one. Unfortunately, we hope that you will call us BACK. It'd be nice to talk to you.
So, Andre, I seen that tomorrow's nomination, then we plan to have dialogue with persons getting nominated. What will go more than our regulated time?
Tomorrow's on Wednesday. I doubt, political Wednesday. I doubt I don't know if the police are going to turn up. That's the next thing. I doubt it. What do you think, Carl? They will?
Well,
because they would have their work cut out for them. Because remember, tomorrow is not an ordinary day, right?
So
it is nomination day.
Yeah, so better we give them some lean there. We could tell them they must come tomorrow.
So what is she calling about? Should I take the call, Carl?
Any call, take it, man.
Any call? That's my phone, I don't have to take a call on my phone. That's my personal
ask
phone.
My opinion and I give it. You ask me if you should take it, I say yes.
Yeah.
So why are you making all this shenanigans after that?
Bro, because I don't understand
well,
what this
no
person
calling. No
what this person calling me on my private line for. Good morning. Hello.
Just because you have technology to your best, you want to show off, calling you on your private line. You could plug in your take the call.
Yeah.
Why you want me to call just because you have technology up in your lily lulu? Good morning, Uncle Carl. How are you, sweetie?
Morning. How you doing?
I am in Florida. So they say a hurricane come across the Pacific and it coming. We go dead today or some story like that, or it will form up with some other one and cause the Atlantic first one to form. I don't know. Watching the weather. Everybody good?
I am good.
Hi, Andre, honey.
Please.
What really happened? What really happened? They say the boy tell them to put the stage in a certain position, and they ignore him, and he know better than them, and all this kind of old crap talk I hearing from River Sally.
What stage? I don't understand.
The boy say he have more political knowledge in one little finger than the whole crew of the cabal.
Who said
that? Yes, then he say he have that really little finger.
He say he have more political thing in the little finger than the whole cabal. And the cabal see down there greening.
And they say they wouldn't give him a t-shirt to wear. He's an undercover.
He say they don't take any advice. He said they are wrong and they do.
Oh my goodness.
And he admit, are we saying how long? He say they playing dummy, don't know? And we've been saying that here.
Oh my. But let me just tell you something. That comment there that was made about the VAT is a serious matter. And I really hope, although we talk about it over and over again, I really hope that it is resonating into the minds of the Grenadian people. Removal of VAT is a dangerous thing at this stage in our lives. You want to remove VAT. Let us say you remove the VAT for a year. That means that the largest percentage of revenue to pay workers, civil servants, gone. What are you replacing it with? The only thing that I could see it being replaced with is income tax. It means that all who not paying income tax at this stage, those who work for what, under $3,000 a month, will have to pay income tax. There must be another means to subsidize that loss of income. I want to ask the little person who's probably getting $1,200 a month and not paying income tax at this stage, are you prepared to pay income tax to subsidize what would have been lost with VAT? I think the answer is no. So that must be craziness. For you to stand up on a platform as a serious politician that you're supposed to be, as you claim to be in 6 months, and say you're going to remove the biggest chunk of income to government and just stop right there. You didn't even attempt to say how you're going to get that money that you're going to just remove. I think that is madness. I think that is a crazy man. You can't be a normal person to come and tell people this nonsense. People, be careful. Listen. I will tell you something. Nice, fancy statements and fancy words and so on does not equate to anything good. That's all it is. Nothing. There is nothing in it. And when you talk about substance, there is absolutely no substance in these pipe dreams, these sort of crazy statements. Could never be. You know, somebody made the comment to me that these things are said simply to win the election. What happens after? So you're so irresponsible, you're going to make up all these fancy things to tell people to win the election. And what happens when you win it? Don't ever forget, and I want to say this to young people, those of you involved in the Imani program, don't ever forget what happened in 2008, the promise that was made to you. We're not going to send not one of you home. And a week after, you were down in the Trade Center telling you that this is it. Don't you ever forget that. So the dreams they will come and tell you, they're going to make you permanent. Ask how. Ask how. Don't fall for just, I'm going to make you permanent. They say you mustn't talk colloquially. Eh? Whether the days seem to be a bad word, but we have our own language, you know that by now. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. It's a promise that will never promises a comfort to a fool. And that is what we are being placed as in this country, as fools, because all we're hearing are a bunch of promises and we know that ain't gonna happen. So don't be comforted by those promises. They will never materialize. They're pipe dreams. When that party think that they can just come into office and tell you all these things to get in there, I know that we are bright people. I know that we are intelligent, according to my friend Prince. We born on that light, a bulb, so we bright. They can't fool us. Don't let them fool you. Your future is at stake here. And you have to step into that booth and do the right thing and put the X in the right place. Think about it, people. Don't let them galvanize you into nonsense and with a set of promises that equals zero. Zero. Because none I have heard so far making any sense to me. Yeah? And I know all of us bright together.
There's a lady who just posted a comment, Sherman. I think I'd like to read this one for you. They're sitting on the river stone and they're bad talking the river. And it's on the river stone.
I didn't hear that.
They're sitting on a river stone and they bad talking the river.
That's why our Cheche must come and buy the toe.
Careful with this Cheche talk.
I didn't say nothing.
Okay.
But I want to say this. I want to say this. You know, I always get a little cut in. I don't know why. I don't know if it's my phone. But I tell you this, Andre. Well, you all know that I live in Tempe.
Mm-hmm.
And where I live, I happen to have a direct view, full view of the Tempe playing field.
Okay.
I was not home, as you know, but I got the pictures and the videos, and I got the whole rhetoric about the biggest crowd and so on and so forth. My God, Lord of its mercy. You see, there I go back to saying to you, people, this is how we analyze these people. Because here they're telling you about this huge crowd in the Tempe playing field and blah, 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 blah. And when I look at this thing, I said, let me see this thing and I open it. You almost always open these things wider. I can see the little sport. They have a little hut, concrete white hut. Look right in the picture, where they keep sports equipment and so on and so forth. I can see that.
Yeah.
And let me just say this, folks. The Tempe playing field is a third of the size of La Sagesse. Yeah? And they were in a quarter of the playing field. I can see the road. I can see, and not only in a quarter of the playing field, I can see grounds, empty grounds on the sides. So I don't know. I'm totally confused.
No, don't.
Somebody send me a picture. Look at the big crowd. NBC have it.
Yeah.
And I'm saying to myself, well, wait now.
No, Shoma, I agree. I agree, Shoma.
So even with that, things that you can see with your eyes and analyze yourself, with nobody trying to tell you otherwise, you can see the dishonesty in it.
Shoma, a loaf of bread is a loaf of bread. So put it this way, a loaf of bread is bread. And a 10 cents bread is still bread, you know.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
So if you are accustomed with a 10 cents bread, and one day somebody brings you a burger bread, it is a bigger bread than the 10 cents bread, correct? But you ain't get to the loaf of bread yet, or you ain't get to the bakery yet. You still have burger bread, as opposed to you are accustomed with 10 cents bread. So you get a burger bread. So it's the biggest crowd they have had. They're correct. It's the biggest crowd that they've had. It is not the biggest crowd for the season politically. Because
well, I like to tell you, boy, you put that in the best context there.
I use bread because you used bread the last time when you were talking to me. So that's why I use bread again. I know you like bread.
Yeah, we like bread. Bread is part of the culture, you know. Bread is part of. You see the problem with us. I'm very disappointed to folks who would condemn Dr. Mitchell for saying "way the day." Way the day is something Grenadians use that. It's part of our colloquial language. Our colloquial language is very flowerful, very beautiful, and we use it. And you know that, Andre?
Of course.
If I say, what are you, boy? What are you, boy? What are you? You can condemn me for that? Should I say, what is wrong with you, boy? What is the matter, young man? And then we talk about how we love our culture, and culture is so important to us. And when we see it used in different ways, whether it's in food, whether it's in language, and so on and so forth, we want to condemn it. Where you today? Before I leave, I want to address the issue of Morris Bishop's birthday yesterday.
Don't want to address it. Don't want to do it. Address it.
Right.
You say you want to. I don't want you to want to. I want you to do it.
I know. Okay, sorry. I will say it. I will address the issue of Morris Bishop's birthday. Nothing wrong in highlighting Morris Bishop's birthday, but when you use, and they've been using this man for political reasons over a period of time. For example, comparing the new leader of the National Democratic Congress to Morris Bishop. So far and vast in comparison, it's a shame. There is absolutely nothing to compare. Nothing whatsoever. So I don't know why. The man is his own man. Yeah? Now you're using that to say what was it used for? Political mileage? Again, they don't like when I say political mileage, but that's what I see. Because it is so, I want to find a word. Carl, you might be able to give me a word to use here. I don't want to say uncalled, because the manner in which it was used,
Just
the manner in which it was
Sherman,
used.
use a word like callous. It is so callous that they choose to do
Yes.
that.
You're right, callous. You know, and you know what? Maybe they think that the folks who would have hold the revolution up there would resonate to them, and they would be the ones who would vote because you have given the leader who they see as the greatest leader in Grenada that kudos. Well, you're wasting your time. Let me tell all you this. Watch around you good and see where the revolutionary, quote unquote, or the revolutionary folks, they're gone a long time. MBPM dead a long time ago. Ask Terry Marshall. Huh? Watch, open your eyes and see. I don't think these people understand Grenadians or Grenadian politics, because these same people they're trying to make feel good, they already feeling good in NNP camp. A lie?
That is what it is. That is what it is. That is what it
The
is.
revolutionary people feeling good in NNP camp, so I don't know why you're trying to see how you could come with this thing yesterday or whenever and try to see how you. That's what they're about, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Those who are passionate to the revolution, you're trying to get them to vote for you, but they're already voting elsewhere. Simple, you know. The last thing before I leave, Andre, I see a fella. I'm still trying to figure out why it is. You remember that? You remember that movie, Back to the Future kind of movie, Back to the Future thing.
I never saw
fly
it.
Back in the,
I never saw
past
it.
and you remember that movie?
I remember, but I never saw it, and I remember. I know about it. I never saw it.
Why it is we going Back to the Future? Back to the Future, so you can't do nothing about that. You're going back to the future. Deal with the now, the present, and the future, not back. I see a fella come and saying he's the lifeguard, and about Jonah in this day and age.
Yeah, that was so tacky. Is that the word to use, Sherman? That was just so tacky.
Well, what I say about desperate people? You have to be. You're going to talk about Jonah. You have new voters that are going to vote in the poll. They don't even know what you're talking about. But yet you're talking about you for young people. Jonah, you come up with, you know. And if theater taking place, theater, you know, we gone to a show in Trade Center now, you know.
No, and if you, Sherman, if you're the lifeguard and Jonah is overboard and in the water, it is your duty, your responsibility to rescue Jonah, you know, because you are the lifeguard. You're supposed to rescue Jonah. So if you did not, it speaks to the person you are. We can't trust you. You know what they should have done is have some people come up and just throw Jonah overboard and no lifeguard. But they didn't realize that, hey, once you put a lifeguard to the whole thing, it speaks now to the level of trust that the Grenadian people have to have in you, because if you're not going to rescue somebody who is in the water and who is drowning and you're kicking down the person and you are the lifeguard, well, oh my God.
Exactly. So it also symbolic to the promises that you're making, because he sending out the float. He's sending out the float to Jonah and pulling it back. So he's making Jonah, he's Jonah, by the way, feel he gonna rescue him, but he pulling back the float. Likewise, they're throwing out all these promises and they know they can't deliver.
They can't deliver on the promises.
So you see, and let me tell you something now. I saw the theater director standing on the side of the stage, you know, in those rallies. So, drama.
Am I allowed to add my
The
bit?
theater days. I saw the theater director, I ain't calling him name. I saw the theater director, and I said, no wonder we have so much drama taking place, man.
I like the call name. Did you see Chris Diriggs or Urias Peters? Which one you saw? Or Bassanio Nicholas? Which one did you see?
It could have been Ricardo Keynes Douglas.
Yeah. Shoma, don't come back. You'll get jail.
Oh, get jail. I see a theater director on the side of the stage. So you're gone from, you have to call in. So that's a big guns, you know.
Shoma.
Drama. Eh?
But before that happened, with the pastor, Nazim V. Bok was on the same mic saying, they don't believe in this thing, that is not no calypso competition, no jump and waving.
Yes.
And as he see down, the pastor come and say, shut up. We just give you a little forward, you don't know what's going on. As he see down, the pastor come and do your antics. The same thing Nazim V. Bok just say, do happening here.
Shoma, goodbye. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.
Wait. Before I leave, I just want to remind people, tomorrow is nomination day. Am I not right?
But you're not incorrect.
I'm not incorrect.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm encouraging you to go there with your NNP candidate as he goes or she goes to be nominated tomorrow. Show a sign of support. And I just want to remind all of you that your future depends on you. Do the right thing. Have a nice day, guys. My political gurus.
Take care of yourself, Shoma.
Love you.
All right, love you. Bye-bye.
Later.
All right, great. 21 minutes, and that's after the 9 o'clock.
Just
let's take a commercial break. We come back, call.
We have
Central Point. Yes, Central Point it is. We are the convenience store located at the center of Plains in St. Patrick. It is the place to get it all your needs. We offer everything from groceries to household items, footwear to hair products, pipe fittings to electrical, drinks, cooking gas, top-up, and a host of other items. So check us first before you check others, because we are the center of everything. So that means you'll be able to find anything. Come shop at Central Point and enjoy the atmosphere, which will have you returning. Oh, and I almost forgot, you can relax under the cashew tree and enjoy a drink while watching the world speed by. Central Point, at the center of it all. Call Silverly or Wabande at 456-0550, 458-9745, or 442-9307. Central Point.
We got the call on our way home that something was wrong. When we got here, we saw that the entire house was engulfed in flames. Just sitting there and looking at you, basically your whole life investment going up in flames. It did take a toll on us as a family. Once we decided to rebuild, the thought came up to use the Housing Authority of Grenada. After they sent in their quotation, which we thought was very, very reasonable, we decided to go with Housing Authority of Grenada. They were very helpful. They visited the site weekly. The staff was very professional. The contractor was very professional. They delivered our house on time. The quality of work was amazing. And as you can see today, we are not disappointed. I would definitely recommend Housing Authority of Grenada for all your construction needs. With their affordable costs, high level of customer service, guidance, and building expertise, they will help you as they help us.
There comes a time in every household when a loved one passes on, and we all need the support and guidance of a trusted friend. Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home has been your dedicated friend. And now, for your convenience and added financial ease, we introduce specially designed complete funeral packages from as low as $5,500. Same professional quality services, but now greater choices at the lowest possible prices. As you prepare to enter your loved one into eternal rest, visit Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home and select a package that brings added comfort to the entire family. Conditions apply. Serving you from locations in St. George's, Grenville, and Carriacou. Call us at 440-2302 any time of day. Lacroix Brothers Funeral Home, continuing a tradition of excellence.
M&M Hardware Limited, Hope St. Andrew and Dusty Highway, St. George. Shop conveniently for all your building materials, including plumbing, electrical, lumber, cement, steel, and much more. We manufacture roofing sheets available in 11 colors, aluminum windows, doors, insect screens, and hurricane shutters. Installation services are available for all our manufactured products. Our opening hours are Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. M&M Hardware Limited. Come on in and experience our affordable prices, or call us 444-6757 or 440-6757 Dusty Highway. Email us at info@mahonhardware.com or mnmdusty@mahonhardware.com. M&M Hardware, foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Grenada, get ready for one powerful night of worship, song, and praise as Coral Lee Holdings presents Sinach. Sinach live in worship at the Grenada National Stadium. Sunday, June 5th, starting time 5 p.m. along with special guest artists from South Africa, Benny Mwepu, and worshipper Brandon Finch from New York. Dress code all white. Early bird specials $60. VIP early bird ticket specials $250. Special fares for churches are available. Children half price at the door. All churches and denominations are invited. Let us all come together for a night of prayer and worship unto God as we thank God for his mercies towards us and our nation. For more information, contact 419-3645. Sunday, June 5th. Grenada National Stadium, Sinach, Benny Mwepu, and Brandon Finch.
The Spice Boys are playing CONCACAF top-tier football, and we want you to be in on the action. Don't miss it. Book your spots now at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium for Tuesday, June 7th to see the Spice Boys take on El Salvador in the CONCACAF Nations League. Tickets are $30 adults and $10 for children. Available at the GFA building, Queen's Park, St. George's. You can also purchase the latest Spice Boys replica t-shirts at the GFA for only $100 to support the Spice Boys. The Spice Boys versus El Salvador, Tuesday, June 7th. 7 p.m. Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Come, let's support the Spice Boys.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
Good morning, good morning, good morning again. Yeah, a bit longer than usual, 28 minutes after. We've got coming up at 10 o'clock this morning, well, 10:05, cabinet post brief for today. Interesting, Carl. I thought that today was Wednesday. So I went out asking the guys at the police here. They says, Andre, you crazy? I says, crazy? They says, yeah. Today's Tuesday. Oh, my head. But I have to say good morning to the people in St. Andrew. I have a special love and respect for the people in St. Andrew, Carl. And call on WhatsApp, we coming to you. Let me just explain to you. The people in St. Andrew, as a parish, yeah? When Real FM started, they embraced Real FM even before the people in St. Patrick.
Okay.
And how did I know that? My good friend Rohan Narayan, He drives for Huggins. He sells chicken truck, and these chicken truck goes all over the place.
A chicken truck?
Yeah,
Chicken?
Why? What?
No, chicken.
No, we're not talking about Mount Rose chicken. But anyway, and he one day said to me, Andre, almost every shop I go to in the villages, you see, not in the town, not in Grenville per se, but in the outer villages in St. Andrew, almost every shop I go to, Real FM is being played. And with that, I develop a very special love and fondness for the people of St. Andrew. The people of St. Patrick, yeah, they have
catch on.
I think that they've caught on and they've realized that, hey, we have something that is good, something that stands with the best of them. So the people of St. Patrick, there are quite a number of them are there with us. But St. Andrew, I can never ever be ungrateful to the people of St. Andrew. I think we had a person there. Let's see. Good morning. What's up? How are you doing?
Hey, good morning, Brother Andre. Good morning, Brother Carl. How everything? Yeah. Randy, I always say, that time people should stay in the lane. Stay where you are, where you go, where you're comfortable. I know sometimes a mom want to push you to get into certain position, certain things. What you know to yourself, you're not good at that. And that mom may try to push you, trying to embarrass you. And when you look at the leader, and look who advised him, you have some men that was there in 2008, 2013, rich, run the country at that time. And every year you have a negative growth. And many promises was made. Promises that they know that that would not materialize. And the same people that was there in 2008, and this was right now advising that leader with the things that they know for themselves it cannot happen. It cannot happen, but they're advising them. Sometimes when you think of people that try to help you up, what they do, they try to help you down, pull you down. But I don't know how you could do, okay, like you run a business. You measure that revenue that could make more to pay is VAT. But you want to remove that. But then while you try to remove that, but still trying to hire more people to pay. So to me, you have to be someone that went to university. You have a degree to understand that. And then people that busy person. And one of the things that they will like to have something that will make them to make more money. And if you try to remove that, how could you remove something that will encourage you to make more money, get more revenue, and then still hire more people to pay? So to me, I don't know. That can just say you're saying that Nazimatics. Only NDC under Nazimatics and advising these political leaders now, they come up with the same Nazimatics. That can work. I would say to the Ghanaian people, the same old guy that was in 2008, they're still around. They're still around advising the NDC guy, not the NDC. I always say like your children, the children from the parents, and the parents might be out, but they are in the background advising the children to do the same thing that they used to do. So green and be careful. There is promises that you know that will not materialize. But I could stay with NMP. NMP will not make a promise to you, and they know they can fulfill it. They will come and they speak to you and they tell you how they could fulfill a promise. So you understand what they're saying about with NDC. They made another promise. I remember in 2008 to 2000, the budget of all budget promises were made, and I know the Minister of Finance said they will come back within 6 months to tell where they get the money, and we're still waiting on that. And this is same people now advising that NDC now.
Okay.
You have a good day.
Take care. Your friend, Belfon, has said that he will do anything to ensure that the NNP stays in office. He just sent that on a WhatsApp. Sorry. Good morning to you. Hello? Hello? Good morning. Goodbye. Is that a strange statement from
No. It's a statement of comfort.
Scoops? Good morning to you. I was hoping that you're having a wonderful morning.
Morning, Kopi. How are you doing?
Who's Kopi?
A friend of mine from Montrose. Pai father, man.
I don't know him.
No, you don't know him.
I don't know. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
That's a call morning to you.
How you doing, sir?
Well, I'm getting ready for this. If you will permit me, I think the LNP bandwagon roll to Redmond tonight. We go to a small village tonight with a village meeting, We will be speaking to the people of Redmond tonight. Because I start bringing a message yesterday on target from 12 o'clock. I spoke yesterday and most people called me back on that. Real FM is really doing a good job because when I make certain statements that will get called back, from certain people. And I have no apology in making that statement. I said a party which changed in 5 leader in 5 elections, something is wrong. You cannot have a party every election, they have a new leader. Something not right within that organization. Plus you have 12 new candidates. I am saying this time around, at the end of this election, there will be no NDC. I believe the people of Grenada are going to send a message to NDC this time. Because something is totally wrong. They might either change the name or they form a new party. Again, I don't know. Massacre, if you agree with me. That's my prediction.
Okay.
That NDC will not be around after this election. Because why? They're not ready for the governance of this country. They're just trying to fool people. And asking who are else to hear, listen, who are eyes to see. Listen, the only answer to this country at this moment is the new National Party. At the moment. I was surprised when I heard my old party name mentioned this morning. I shocked because I never thought even thinking about it anymore. So, I don't know if you agree, Massacre. Okay, thank you.
Thanks. The gentleman speaking to you, I wonder if you heard him.
Yeah, but changing party name wouldn't change the mindset of those people, because even when they came to people and saying, okay, we're new, we're different. And watch the progression of the meetings, Andre. The same set of people start creeping back in. The same set of people who they say, we're not the same, keep creeping back in.
Mm-hmm.
So when Joseph Andal said he's new, and he don't have nobody from the Tillman Thomas thing, but they anoint Nazimburg the next meeting to making pronouncement, and they're still making him look ordinary. Because after he say we don't have jump up and calypso and thing, as he see them boot up a man come like a lifeguard. So they're even cohesive. Even at that level, they're not cohesive.
NMP has a national rally on Sunday, correct?
Yeah.
Where is that?
Guav.
Peter's
Park.
And
where will the cabal be on Sunday?
Let me do a bit of check and I'll come right back to you. I probably have to check that because I believe I've heard something, but I need to check it first. So let me do a check and then I'll come back to you and tell you where they will be on Sunday.
All right.
Where you walk, what you say, when you talk, where you go, where you walk, what you say, when you talk.
It's a hungry world out there, with everybody scrambling to get a share. Wolves in sheep clothing, birds of prey waiting to swoop down on you, and there's no telling what they'll do. You gotta be careful.
Yes, Carl, I'm back to you. And you asked, I did a double check there, and the NNP, I know they're going to be at Cuthbert Peters Park in Gore.
Oh, yeah.
That's on Sunday. And based on the information that I'm seeing popping up, the National Democratic Congress would be at the Tivoli pasture.
Close to the church?
Yeah, the Tivoli pasture. Not the how you call it? The poetry? La Poetry pasture? No.
Yeah.
The one closer to the church. It kind of baffles me a little bit, yeah, to understand that space and the fact that, well, I guess that the police know how they do the traffic, innit?
Yeah.
Because it would mean that if you want to not get into a tight one, you will have to use the Upper St. John Road.
Yeah.
Upper St. John into Carrier and out.
Yeah.
And if you're coming in, you come through Carrier and whatever, and you use the Hermitage Road. Yep. Because that if that's where they're going on Sunday, even with the size of their crowd, any crowd is a problem in Tivoli.
Yeah.
Any crowd is a problem in Tivoli. But I'm happy that they're going to Tivoli because they'll give what's his name, Terry Hilaire, an opportunity to make some of the money that he would have recoup some of the money that he spent. Although I saw a post on social media with Terry giving a thumbs up to Kate Lewis Peters.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I can find it. And you tell me if I'm... hold on. Let me see if I believe I can find it, Carl. Where is this thing? I know that I saw it on social media. Oh no. Did I lose it? But somebody must have seen it. Somebody must have seen it. And I'm speaking here of a post in relation to Terry Hilaire showing...
Well, I won't find that surprising because Small Axe singing for ski time.
Yeah, somebody sent me, I think it was my producer who sent it to me. Let me see. There you go. There you go. Take a look at this, Carl. Take a look at it. See it? Mm-hmm. Who made the post?
Commander Skeeter?
Yeah, but who is the person that right down on the bottom will show you who made the post?
Terry.
You say it like you're not sure.
Yeah, Terry Hilaire. Good vibes. I'll continue to
read for the people to hear.
Good vibes. I'll continue to pray for God's blessing so you can continue with the mission. And you see the color clothes he have on him when he making that pronouncement?
The pronouncement was made. I ain't paying attention to his yellow outfit, but the pronouncement was made. I'm more concerned about the pronouncement being made by Terry Hilaire, which means that he has given the support to Kate Lewis Peters. 16 minutes nowadays before the 10 o'clock, and it's about time for us to wrap it up for this morning. Carl, we have stolen some time, so it's about time for us to wrap it up this morning. We'll be back again tomorrow morning, God's will, and we'll be seeking to see if we can speak to a number of politicians as they would have come from doing their nomination. Carl, what is nomination day like? You've gone through it. Tell us. That's the last thing I'm going to ask you this morning. What is nomination day like?
For me, it was one of the best days I had in the foray of politics. You have your crew, you go down, you go and do your signing and so forth. And it's a day of serious camaraderie, because I had a nice turnout of party supporters, and we started up the hill there by Belfort, and we made our way down. Yeah, so tomorrow you're expecting to see some form of that. And here, the unique thing out here, you might have at least 4 chances to see that, because both political parties, NNP, NDC, and I don't know if you have any independent candidates within the setup.
Well, I actually tomorrow for St. Patrick West, you have Augustine David, you have Victor Philip, you have Joseph Andel, and Winty Frederick. So before, for St. Patrick East, you have the Cornwall guy. What's
Dennis?
Dennis Cornwall, and you have Pamela Moses. The GULP, because Augustine David is repping the GULP. As of yesterday, the GULP did not yet have a candidate for the St. Patrick East constituency. They have a candidate for the West in Augustine David. I'll see if I can find him tomorrow morning at some time. They have a candidate for St. Mark.
Fudge.
In David Francis. And
St. John.
St. John, they are being represented in St. John by the
leader of the party.
Leader of the party. That's the son of is Jeffrey Prudhomme. Yeah. That's the son of Herbert Prudhomme. Yeah. Looks like the father, really and truly does. Yeah. So that is as far as I know. So I'm gonna do some see. I have a current number of things to do today. I'm gonna do some see if I can put it all together and see how many people we'll be able to speak to tomorrow morning. This caller has 10 seconds. That's all you've got. Go ahead.
Good morning, Mr. Donald. Good morning, Mr. Carl Caton. And how are you?
I'm okay.
I'm just doing a little checkup. I didn't hear you for a while because I didn't have a headphone and I'm at work.
Good. Have a great day on work. Take care of yourself and God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye
Love
now.
all you guys.
Love you too. So that's going to do it, my friends. Take care of yourselves. God, richest blessing be upon you.
Till we meet again.
Say that again.
Till we meet again.
Till we meet again?
Yes.
till we meet again.
Oh, the song is the song in funeral?
That's the song in the funeral.
Till we meet again.
Till we meet again. Till we meet again. Take care of yourself, friends. Love you now. Bye-bye.
You gotta be careful with what you do and how you're doing it. If you do, when you're doing it, you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful.